Hello, I'm back again. This time I'm going to show you how to sign up and register on Volunteer Passport. If you hear someone talking in the background or noises, that's because I'm at home. So you might hear someone saying something, and I'm sorry about that, but never mind, we'll just get on with it. So you should have received an email like this one right here. It will say that it's from Volunteer Passport, and it will say you've been invited to join our volunteer network. If you click on the email, it should look like this. And there's two choices. There's a choice to just register or a choice to register and link to Community Spaces Northampton. If you press this one, it will make the process a lot easier. Register and link to Community Spaces Northampton. That is the easiest process. If you haven't received that email or for any reason it's not working, I'll show you the other way to do it. So you go to Google and you search for Volunteer Passport. The dog's out to bark, or barked already because there was someone at the door. Now they're all going to bark. Oh, it's a parcel. Very exciting. So it will come up with this one. This picture here with the different coloured dots, that is Volunteer Passport. So we click onto there. And you should come up with this page. If you're not local to Northampton, it might be lower down on the Google search, but this is the main page that you'll get. And you need to go to register. Now you can register with Google, or you can just type in your email address. I'm going to go straight with the email address option because that's the easiest one to show you. So the email address I created on the last video is called testcsn2012@gmail.com. So that is my email address. We click on register. Check your inbox and spam folder for your confirmation email and follow the link to continue. So if I go back to my emails, I'll have an email that looks like this. So it will say volunteering, and then it will say, please confirm your email address. You just go on to that one and click on there, and it will give you the options to set up your account. So I need to create a password. I shall do that now. Oh, gosh. There we go. First name, Test, CSN. I can't remember the birthday I used for my email address, but I think it was the 1st of the 1st, 1990, I think. And I put prefer not to say on the gender. Now the contact number you don't have to fill in. Any of these things I would really, if you're signing up to be a volunteer with CSN, I really would like you to fill these in because it's really helpful for me if I need to get hold of you, if anything happens, anything like that. So I'll just pop my work number in there. Okay. Ethnic origin. Do you consider yourself to have a disability? I will put yes. Any requirements, conditions, illnesses, or allergies that we should be aware of? Yes. Please provide brief details and tell us about any specific requirements. So the main thing that I will put is I am autistic, which means I need things explained clearly. And I have Meniere's disease, which means sometimes I will need to sit down. Need to sit down regularly when in a flare-up. So the idea of putting this information is so that I'm aware and my team, this is only the sort of senior team. So it will be me, it will be my hub assistant and possibly the volunteer team leader. So that they know how they can best look after you. And then emergency contact name and number. I am going to just put Trevor Morris, and I will just put a random number in there and hope that that works. Tell us your location. Obviously, I'm not going to put my own address here on YouTube for everyone to see. I will put the head office address. So that is NN5 4GJ, but this is what you need to do for yours. Then you select your address and press next. Employment status, so if you're working part-time, full-time, unemployed, student or retired. So I am working full-time. Your right to volunteer in the UK can be dependent on your citizenship and UK immigration status. Are you legally entitled to stay in the UK? So I believe that everybody that we have working, volunteering for us is. If you have a visa, a student visa or a skilled workers visa, you are allowed to volunteer. If you're not sure, you can always check with us. And then it's asked you to give your reasons for applying to be a volunteer. I am going to put on here to develop or maintain your skills and experience. Are you a student at the University of Northampton? No. And then opt in to receive emails. Check this box to agree to the statement terms and conditions. If you want to read them, just click on that and it'll open up in a different window for you. So you can just have a look at these. This is what you're signing to say that you agree to. So I'm going to read this out to you so you know what you're signing away. By completing and registering on the Volunteer Passport as part of General Practice Alliance, you're agreeing to the following. The information you've given in support of your application to be a volunteer with Volunteer Passport is true. You agree to the Volunteer Passport recording information about me either manually or electronically. You agree to your information being shared with other service providers within the Volunteer Passport. So that might consist of primary care networks, charities, voluntary sector, public sector, private sector, and Health Education England. We will only ever share your information that concerns your volunteering if we're satisfied that our service providers have sufficient measures in place to protect your information in the same way that we do. Anyone who receives information from us has a legal duty to keep it confidential. Service providers will issue you with their own volunteer statement, handbook, and the volunteer role guidance documents when you sign up to a role, and you will adhere to the placement activities agreed by all parties. If your health and personal circumstances change, you agree to inform Volunteer Passport so that your placement or activities can be reviewed to ensure the health and safety of yourself and others. You agree to log your hours. There's another knock at the door. Shall I go and see who's at the door? I don't think anyone's coming. I'm going to go. Oh, wow. This is not how YouTube videos normally work, is it? Oh, there you go. There's someone at the door. It's my son.
All right, hello.
Okay, I'm just recording a video. So where were we? In the event of you being convicted of a criminal offence, you agree to inform Volunteer Passport at the earliest convenience. You understand that this will not automatically bar you from volunteering, but it will be looked at on an individual basis. If a role requires a DBS enhanced disclosure in order to progress your application, you agree to the Volunteer Passport sharing your basic details with the DBS online service. You understand that the Volunteer Passport will send emails to me that will only relate to volunteering. And you understand that any breach of these requirements may result in the termination of your registration as a volunteer with the Volunteer Passport. This agreement is not intended to be a legally binding contract between us, may be cancelled at any time at the discretion of either party. Neither of us intends any employment relationship to be created now or at any time in the future. And then it's a privacy notice about the volunteer website, the Volunteer Passport web platform, and their GDPR. So you can go on there and read that. That's all about how they control their data. So I am not going to read through all of that because this video would be very, 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 very long. But they're all there if you need them. Okay, let's go back to where we were, which was here. So when you check this box, you're agreeing to those terms and conditions that I just read out. And then you consent to your relevant personal data being shared with providers of opportunities you join, apply, or are placed on. So that's not everybody that's on the system. That is just providers of opportunities. So if you apply to a community spaces opportunity, then I will be able to see your data. And then down here, it just tells you what data is shared. So it's your name and address, your contact number, your age, any special requirements, your gender. If you upload any documents or training qualifications, that will be on there as well, and registration information. Okay, so then you click on register. And welcome. Thanks for registering with Volunteer Passport and offering to volunteer. It's appreciated, and we hope we can quickly find some suitable opportunities for you. You'll have received the welcome email by now, and we urge you to take a look as it contains important information. For now, we suggest you use your dashboard page to take a look around. You can access the various sections from the menu on the left. Okay, so what we need to do with this is close that little window like this, and this is your Volunteer Passport main page. This is what you see. If you click over here on profile, this is your own profile. So the information that you've put in. The next thing that we want to do is go to opportunities. No, we don't. Yeah, well, we do, but that's not how we do it, obviously. Let's pop. So this gives you the opportunity suggestions of places nearby to you. Now, bearing in mind, I put the postcode of our head office at St Crispin's. So there is different opportunities for helping at Northampton Town Football Club for match day support. There is a disability coach with Northampton Town Football Club. There is paint shop volunteers. And here's the first one. So here is Community Hub Volunteer, Briar Hill Community Centre. And that's with Community Spaces Northampton. Okay, so if you click onto details, this will tell you about the opportunity. So this is the one at Briar Hill. It will tell you about it, tell you what's involved. It will tell you the times. So each hub is on a Wednesday at Briar Hill, it's 11:30 till 2:30. So you can follow the provider. So it will show you new opportunities that community spaces have. And if you go up here and you press it, apply, we will get that application on our end. So you apply for any of the opportunities that you want to take part in, any of the centres. And if you look directly on the Community Spaces Northampton page, it shows you all of the opportunities we have. So we have the Briar Hill, Semelong and Bellinge. So we're going to put join opportunity for Semelong. And again, that's an application. So you will just click apply. And let's go back. And then the other one was Bellinge, join opportunity. And apply. So you can see down in the corner there, that's my own personal emails telling me that I've had a new volunteer application. Not my personal emails, my work emails. So that is how to log in to the Volunteer Passport site and how to apply to join the opportunities. Okay, the next video will be what to do after that. Stop recording. Where's the stop recording button? Stop recording.